Alright, so welcome to the first episode of E.M.O, Eric Mitchell Opinions. The next time I make this, it's gonna have an actual microphone and a better camera. Not a great camera because it's gonna be a webcam, but it's gonna be a better camera. I'm just doing this now because if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna do it. I had this idea while hanging out with a friend of why not start a vlog series, right? Where I just talk about like art or music or just whatever I feel like talking about that day, or just my day, you know? And I've honestly wanted to do a vlog for like well over a decade, but then I just went through other like ventures when it came to making things, and I decided like, yeah, I want to try that. Let's give it a shot. I think what changed today was just I was having just like a lot of anxiety, like depressive type thoughts about myself, and I was thinking like one thing that I'm always worried about is like my perception and how I'm perceived and how I'm looked at, and so I'm very careful about like what I post and how much I post and how much I show of myself. And I feel like it would be a two birds one stone kind of deal where I can work through some of those feelings of not wanting to be perceived by letting myself be perceived, by recording myself and putting myself out there. And then on the other hand, you know, as an artist, as someone who's a creative, putting out content like this is good for branding, it's good for putting myself out there, it's good for like other people to see what I do. And so it's like, you know, why not, right? So I feel like with most things, the hardest thing to do is just to start. Like right now, like in my head, basically, it was like, if I don't start this today, I'm not gonna start it. And I had to I couldn't set up my microphone, I couldn't set up my webcam. I was like, the best thing to do is just start it. Just, you have the idea, just start it. And that's always like the scariest part, because it happens so much with life. Like if you want to go for a walk, or if you want to work on something creative, the hardest part isn't doing the creative thing. When it comes to like making music, the hardest part isn't making the music. The hardest part is going from being on the couch to being at the computer working on it. The hardest part when you're trying to like exercise more isn't actually the exercise, it's getting from the couch and going to go exercise. That's always the scariest part. And so I figured like I might as well get the hard part out of the way and the rest will be a piece of cake. Literally just start making videos. Just start. That's it. And that was like that was a big part for me, just learning to be okay with just starting. And I think like more people should be able to. It's hard though. Like it's hard for everybody. It's different for everybody, rather. Like everyone's situation is different, but man, if you're in a position where the only thing holding you back is yourself, you feel like the passion and the love and stuff like that comes after. The talent comes after. It's just, it becomes a snowball effect. You just have to keep going and keep pushing. And it's scary. It is like, it's not a joke. It is always the scariest part. But you know, if I can give unwarranted advice to you and to myself, whatever you want to do, you gotta just start.